You okay?
How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
All right, it's been about 3 weeks since Steph has played. What would be realistic for him to do?
Minutes-wise?
Sure, or just performance-wise. Like, he's not a magic wand that's necessarily going to give you guys unlimited wins, but he will make a difference, of course.
Nothing Steph does ever surprises me. So if he came out and had 50 points, I wouldn't be shocked. You know what? The thing you know about Steph is that he's dying to play. He loves to play basketball, and he's missed it desperately. He's been working extremely hard. So I think I would look for him to be very productive, and he'll also just try to do whatever we need to do to win the game.
All right, so minutes-wise and conditioning-wise, what do you think this game will be like for him?
You know, normally we play Steph the entire first quarter and third quarter. I doubt I'll do that, just based on you know, this being his first game back. So it'll be more of there's no minutes restriction. It's more just a case of when he looks tired and when he tells us he's tired, we'll take him out and then we'll get him back in there.
What's the latest on Draymond?
Nothing new. Nothing new on Draymond. He's day to day.
Given how he plays, is it kind of just anticipated that he's going to always be a little bit more banged up than the average player, or do you expect that? Given how he plays?
Not really. You know, I think I don't think this toe injury has anything to do with how hard he plays. I think it's just an injury.
Same stuff with Alfonso as far as any update.
Yeah, no update.
Is the West standings weird to you right now? What's going on? I mean, everyone's bunched up.
Yeah.
Utah and Houston are at the bottom. And just what do you think about that?
I don't even look at them, to be honest with you. You know, once every few days I'll glance at them just to see where we are. But it doesn't matter. You know, I love all the stories. If the playoffs started today, like, they don't. So we don't need to pay much attention to that. But it is interesting just how deep the West is, and you got a lot of teams that are performing at a high level that maybe people didn't expect. You know, Clippers, Sacramento's been good. I'm probably missing a couple. Oklahoma City's been on fire since their slow start. So there's no need for us to really keep it too close of an eye on the standings at this point.
Is it deeper than even you were expecting coming into the season?
Yeah, it just feels a little different. You know, it's been top heavy at times over the past few years. It doesn't feel as top heavy. It just feels like there's a lot of good quality teams. Denver's another team that's played really well. You know, Portland has been very consistent in the last few years, and they continue to be so. So it's it's a little different this year.
What kind of a teammate was Zaza?
Zaza will always be one of my all-time favorites. Just an amazing teammate. Had a great combination of spirit and grit and toughness and compassion for his teammates. He was a respected voice in the locker room, and he nurtured the guys behind him, the younger players at his position. He tried to help them all the time. So I'll always have a soft spot in my heart for Zaza.
What was your last interaction with him like? Do you text?
Yeah, we text. We still text occasionally. We haven't talked the last couple of days. They were busy last night. We were busy the night before, but we'll definitely get a chance to say hello today.
Was he pretty understanding when you told him that you guys wanted to go younger with that center spot this season?
Yeah, I think the conversation was not an easy one because of how much he's meant to our team. But he's a pro. He understands how this league works. He understands the dynamics, and had a lot of young guys who happened to play the five, and we need them to take the next step. And the only way that was going to happen is to really give them an opportunity.
Do you have a favorite memory of his?
I always loved the fact that he and Klay had the bet on who would get more dunks, and when Zaza would get a dunk, I just loved his reactions. priceless.
Has anyone understood Klay as well as Zaza has?
Rocco.
Steve, I wanted to ask you about another former member of your team who's now at the Pistons, that being Sammy Gelfand. What role did he play? He's quickly become a favorite for everybody here, but kind of what role did he play in what you guys did?
And he also provided comic relief and rebounding. So analytics, comic relief, and rebounding, those were the three roles that he filled.
Do you see the league going in that direction, having analytics folks and that sort of study of the game? Sammy is special at it, of course, because of the other things he adds, but the value of having that kind of person.
Yeah, but I think that's been going on now for years. I don't think it's anything new. I think the stats that you read about today are very different from the ones you saw even 10, 15 years ago. You know, everything is lineup based and percentage of shots or rebounds and location of shots. But that's all been kind of going on now the last, I don't know, probably the last 5-6 years. It's really become prominent, and so every team's got somebody charting all that stuff.
If you had that information during your playing days, how do you think it might have changed your approach, your game?
I would have had a lot of red dots around the three-point line and very few of them near the rim.
A perfect new age player.
Yeah, well, not quite.
Thanks, Steve.
All right.